Good morning, guys. Welcome back. How are we today?
Good morning.
Day two, morning. How are you?
I'm doing good. How about you?
Way better. Getting
Yeah,
better and better and better.
you sound better as well.
Yeah, I am better than yesterday. I see good signs.
Very nice, bro. Your test is this week?
Test is Saturday.
Okay, okay.
I think I'll be good until then.
Yeah, I think so too.
Hopefully, at least. At least I hope so. Can you change the screen? Sorry, guys. Sorry. Didn't realize that. Okay, just let me go through these pairs really quick and see what we have. CAD JPY yesterday had a breakout and a retest and some continuation. I didn't take it because uh, had a pretty big wick here. It looked like a crazy rejection, and I just skipped it. But it still went pretty good. There was a nice rejection, uh, a move more than 10 pips, I think so. 19. Very nice, almost 20 pip move. But eventually we came all the way up and closed back in the range. Did a retest, made some continuation to the upside, more rejections and more rejections. So we are still stuck in this consolidating. I think I still gonna look for sells if it breaks again to the downside and we have some more continuation. Same thing goes to USD CAD, which is pushing right now too. So they are both good. Gabby, uh, thank you. Can you message me? I have something to ask you. Message me on Instagram, maybe. Thank you. GBPUSD to the downside. Yeah, we'll see. GBPUSD to the downside. It's pushing down. I think this was the main zone, but price also was rejecting this zone. So yeah, we'll see if it breaks below. If USD CAD breaks at the same time, I think I'll take USD CAD before. What about GJ? GJ is good too if we break below 146.500. So we need to clean the zone if we want sells here. Yesterday GJ broke below, but the retest candle didn't come for retest at all. It went all the way down. Didn't wait for us, but it could have been a perfect trade. But unfortunately, we didn't get the retest. So let's see. NZD US dollar. Look, I'm gonna choose USD CAD. I'm gonna choose USD CAD. I like it. I think it's the safest right now. Are you happy with the results of the elections in Kosovo? Of course. Of course I am, my friend. Everyone is happy with the results, with the election results. Finally, we have a change. And I would be also happy if USD CAD breaks above. But there's plenty of time until the end of a candle. So we're gonna have to wait. Aussie dollar, I think, also needs to continue to the downside. NZD US dollar, the one thing I don't like about NZD US dollar is that it didn't respect the zone yesterday at all. That's one thing. But from what I see here, I think we have plenty of options. I like today's market. There's plenty of options today. All we need is a breakout and a retest. Also GBP AUD looks like it's at support. It may break below. We'll see. So many setups. We have GJ. If it breaks below, we have USD CAD, a break above, waiting for that. We have GU, a break below, can be also nice. We have EU, which is in a consolidation, a daily retest on EU. Ooh, looks nice. But EU needs to come way more higher. Another 20 pips to make that daily retest. Let's go to the 4 hour. It needs to come too high. We'll see. It has created a nice 1 hour consolidation box here. Later on, if we have a clean drop, a nice close below, we can see what we can do. Euro AUD has created a nice consolidation box too. So many rejections here. Maybe a nice close above a retest could take us all the way up here. 15-20 pip move. It might work out. We'll see. So we only have to wait. We have 40 minutes. A lot can change in 40 minutes. A lot can happen in 40 minutes. And we have to be patient. I like CAD JPY too. The thing is, yesterday CAD JPY made a new low. Made a new low yesterday. And then came back. So today, if we break again, it's an easy trade. We have a range to fill all the way to the downside. All we need is a candle close below. That's all. I think this is gonna be epic. It's gonna be epic. We can use a 10 pip stop loss and a 25 pip range to the downside. It's perfect. Maybe not even 10 pips. We can use 6 pip stop loss, but 10 pips just to be safe, to give it more space to breathe. So let's wait. We have very good setups coming up. Let's take a look at some charts here. EJ break, a retest. It's not good. It's not good. The zone is not good. I just you see the zone. The zone is too fresh, if I can say. It's just created. Now it's not enough to have a break and retest there. Even let's say you want to have a break and retest, the breakout, how many pips the breakout? 1.3 pips break above, so that's not enough confirmation. Wait, we said before on pairs like EJ, for example, you don't need a 10 pips breakout, but also you don't take a 1 pips breakout. It's too small. You need at least like 4 or 5 pips. You need a good confirmation when you take it. Your cat, a break above, a retest, and continuation. I mean, it's not that bad. Your cat. We'll see. It has created a small zone here. I think I'm gonna skip it because your cat is a pair that's known for fake outs, so I'd rather wait for USD cat to break above. So there are better choices than this one. And when the majors give us setups, we focus on them. Your cat is a secondary pair. We'll see about that. Potential buys above this level, potential sells below this area. This area and this level. Why this is a level and this is an area? Okay, so yeah, GJ is consolidating. It makes sense to wait for a break, of course. We need a breakout below 146.500. We can see on the left it matches perfectly the rejections from yesterday. We can also have something like this, but we also get rejections here, so We need a whole break below, a retest, and some continuation. I like USD CAD and CAD JPY the most until now. AD CAD's gonna be epic. Well, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be. Because it's been consolidating here for so long. Look at this consolidation. It's massive. It's massive. Once we're gonna close above, we should really have a good trade here. Here and there. 80 CAD. Once it breaks, it's gonna be massive. Yesterday I had hopes that it's about to break, but then a whole pullback to the upside. Whole pullback. Look at this. It's been consolidating for seven days, a week. And this is a range of 30 pips. It's not even that big of a range, you know, it's only 30 pips. 1 hour looks massive. Okay, so yeah, we have our targets here. All we need is wait. Let's just wait now. How was yesterday? Did you have any trades, David? Yesterday there were some opportunities, yes, but no, I didn't take any trades yesterday. You can see this particular setup here. This happened yesterday, but I didn't take it. It was a good move though. And I'm expecting today the same thing to happen, only this time it will be even better, probably. So we're gonna wait. GBP USD is the same. We need a break below here. The question is, what if it breaks above? Because you can see this is a daily level. This is a daily level. GBP US dollar is still bullish, which means we can still have some more continuation to the upside. And what happens if GU closes above? So we have this level here on GU, and you can see how price been rejecting in the last few hours. First here, then you get this breakout, this retest, then it closed above, did the retest, went all the way up, then came back again, got rejected again, then a close below, a retest, and some more continuation. Now price is rejecting, pushing up. What if we get a close above then? Should we take the retest for more continuation to this next zone? Also, the daily is at support, so it makes sense to take buys too if it breaks above. We can make a lot of plans right now, but it all depends how candles will close at the end of the hour. The whole things can change until the end of the hour. Euro US dollar also break above. Interesting. I mean, if you look at euro US dollar right now, it has this consolidation, right? We take a look at the daily. So daily we said there's another 20 pips it needs to come for the retest on the daily. So we could push up uh, until this daily resistance, and maybe we can find an entry on lower time frames if we break above this level you're saying, and we can push to this daily level, then continue down. Personally, I wouldn't prefer to trade euro US dollar there, but we'll see what happens. We'll see, we're gonna have to wait. EJ, look at the daily also. EJ also at daily support. Let's take a look at the news. So low. We have in 5 hours some high impact news on euro, but until then we are clear. We have some news on CAD later on New York session. We have some USD speech, some high impact news later on, initial jobless claims, but until then we're clear. Like, we have 5 hours, no news, no nothing, only technicals. Let's go. This is what I like, trading without any news, without any new worries. We are good to go. All we need here is a break on CAD JPY, a retest, and some nice continuation. We'll see. I really like this setup, and I think can easily give us like a 10 pip move. I might choose CAD JPY before any other pair out there. Doesn't the rejection wicks put you off. Why would they? They are too far. They just make this situation more interesting because we're gonna fill that range once we break this zone again. GBP USD has created a double top. Well, how do you determine if it's a double or triple or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? This is a 6 top, or I know what you mean, but we don't really focus on these double tops or triple tops. Doesn't really matter. They are just rejections. If both USD-CAD and CAD-JPY have good setups, would you enter both with reduced risk? I mean, you can, but it's just not necessarily. You can just pick one if they're the same. Is anyone here from Texas? Texas? I saw these stories that there's a storm and a snowstorm. Wouldn't it be safer if it closed below 200? Look, this is the main zone here. This is where the most rejections are. This was just continuation after price did the retest. So this shouldn't be a problem at all. That's just the target that we can set for ourselves. I don't see anything to worry about here. See, the daily can fill the half of the wick of yesterday. When we break on the 1 hour, it all makes sense here on CAD-JPY. It's crazy how people are not prepared for winter at all in that area. I heard that they don't even have salt for the roads. Is that true? Okay, let's take a look at the chart here. Good idea, but know that it's gonna take forever for you, Jay. It's gonna take forever. Just coming to this support, then breaking, it's gonna take hours. EU breaking to the upside. I don't know if I trust EU here, even though it's pushing up, starting to get crazy. We have 13 minutes left for this candle to close. It's not good because it's just going against this huge drop from yesterday feels wrong. But then I know that we have more room to push up, and that the 1 hour is about to break, but I don't know. I mean, it's a pretty good resistance on the left, and we've been rejecting yesterday, since yesterday, having plenty of consolidation here, the price about to break, but we'll see. I mean, look, Yesterday we created a small support here. So if we want to take this, we're gonna need a break of at least 5 pips, then another 5, and we get 10 total to go to the next zone. So I'm gonna wait and see what happens. Can you change candles? It's confusing. Why? Candles doesn't matter at all here. Levels matter. I mean, why do candles matter? And I don't see what's confusing here. It's just a candle that goes down, a candle goes up. They're both black. There's nothing wrong here. So Geo looks like a way bigger push than EU. It's gone pretty much all the way up. I mean, one way I like that it cleared this whole zone on the left here. On the other side here we got some plenty of candles. I think I wouldn't count this as a resistance. Maybe this could be the target for GU here. If we get a pullback, maybe I'll enter GU. I'm gonna wait and see. It looks like GBP is very bullish right now. A close like this is good. See, the 4-hour has gone above the previous one, so we're gonna push more here. You can see the 4-hour candles where they're closing. I think we got more room, another 10 pips range to push. If it comes for a retest, which I have doubts, probably is gonna be a push straight to the upside. Gonna have to see what happens. USD got rejected. EU also is about to break, but it's gonna be a weak close. CAD JPY looks like it's gonna take another hour to break below this. Look, GU at the next zone, I don't know. It's just there's rejections on different levels, and you can't really decide which one is which one. You know, because let's say this was the level, right? But it didn't get respected here at all, or here. Somewhere it got rejected, somewhere it didn't. So it's not a clear setup that I would like to take, but seeing this coming from a daily zone, rejecting from daily support, also closing above this strong zone on the left, clearing everything, having a big bullish candle like this, it makes sense to have a retest and more continuation. Then if you look here, it shows some small problems also that can cause this go all the way down, for example. But I think if we get a pullback all the way here, we can get a quick 10 pips without expecting a way bigger move. But you guys are right, it's not a clear setup. It's not a comfortable setup to take it. So yeah, I'm probably gonna skip this. I'm gonna wait for a safe setup. And the CAD JPY would be like that setup, a clean setup to the downside. Now GU for me is done now. If I'm not gonna take it here, for example, it went a little bit too far maybe, or maybe there was no setup at all. Just a break below would be maybe the one that we would take, but there's not going to be a setup anymore in GU except that risky setup. Because whatever it does, it's going to be coming from another zone, right? So if it breaks this other resistance after making a pullback here and moving and doing this, it's going to be then too close to the next zone, not enough of a range to continue. And yeah, GU is going to be out of my list for the rest of the day, so I'm not going to look at it anymore. USD CAD was still going to be good whenever it breaks. Hopefully it doesn't take too much time. Let's see, CAD JPY here. All I need is a break, and we need a break of 7, 8 pips, 6 pips. It can be good. No need to be a 10 pips breakout on CAD JPY. Isn't the zone at 690? 690? Where's 690? Look, the zones are all over the place. Whenever you put a line, there's a zone. Because there's rejections. Here you have a pretty big zone, having rejections and rejections. If you look on left, after it broke above, it made another one here. Then price also rejected from that, but rejected from this. So this is all a messy situation. So let's just skip this because there's too much happening there. So we have a close now. CAD JPY didn't break yet. GJ still on the consolidation. USD CAD no breakout yet. Hopefully it doesn't continue all the way down like it did yesterday. Yesterday USD CAD did the perfect break and retest here, and we didn't take it because there was news, but I respected the zone so good. Unfortunately we had news yesterday. EU closed below. EJ is still in that consolidation box. Same with the EA. Aussie dollar at the other side had a push here, which looks like we can have some more continuation if we respect this level here. We could have some more continuation, but it didn't break below anywhere for price to come to break above, so we're still in this consolidation. It's not enough of confirmation. GBP CAD doesn't look that bad. GBP CAD looks like it had a pretty strong resistance here on the left, but looks very close to the next zone. Probably is going to continue all over again, and there was a pullback here, but GCAD might be a 4-hour setup here. It can be very nice on the 4-hour, except if it comes from some strong zone. GBP CAD, same thing. Guys, don't send the chart too many times. I can see it just once. Yeah, GU is bullish. GBP in general is bullish. We can see it. A straight push to the upside. Gonna have to wait now. Aussie dollar can easy push all the way up here. A quick 10 pip move. But I would only take this if the previous candle would close below than the next one above and happen a setup like this. Faris, you need to send the chart code better, man. I think you're sending it wrong, but I'm gonna try if it works. Wrong chart. You have to send the code, it's probably a little bit different. We had so many setups coming and none of them did anything good. That's why I said a lot can change until the end of the candle, and right now is nothing yet. Still, CAD JPY is the closest. Looks like I was muted. So you need to create this box here. You need to wait for a break above here. You've entered in the middle of the consolidation, so it's too risky. It's too risky. CAD JPY is going to be my next trade. Hopefully, if it gives me the chance. GBP JPY is pushing too. Are we going to see a break above this consolidation? We're going to see. And it's not breaking yet. It's going to take a lot of time, just like we had the previous hour, because the first 10 minutes were the same like now. They were pushed to the downside. Later on, we got whole pullbacks. So you never know till the end of the hour. Cesar Jimenez, why do you take sales on GU? I'm curious to know because I don't see anything bearish here on GU. Or you're just selling resistance hoping that it rejects. And that wouldn't be okay at all. Not a good way to trade. What was your week like, guys? There was no setups at all this week. This week, I only took one trade. Only took one trade, and that was 2 days ago. That was GBP AUD. We took that with a group. Other than that, no trades for me yet. If you know what your win to loss percentage is on trades, why not just up the risk? Let's say on average you win 6 out of 10. Why not just risk 5% for trade for more money? Luki, who told you that I don't do that? Personally, I can use more risk, of course, but I say one to all other people who are new to this and want to become consistent and profitable. That's the best way. But I mean, why would you risk more money? You know that you can't just base on the previous result. You can have bad weeks or a bad month, so it's better to use low risk. What matters is the long term. It's going to be very profitable. You're saying to risk 5%. If you have a big account, 5% is not small. 5% is a lot. %1 is a lot when you have a big account. So it's enough to have a 1% risk per trade, and at the end of the week to end the week with a 3-4% win, it's perfect. Since KJPY is rejecting, was there a way to have gotten to that counter trade, or there was no signal? No. I mean, you could have entered buys, but there was no reason to do that. There was no reason, no confirmation. KJPY, if it's not going to continue down, we have another option. If we close above this other zone here, we could get something out of it. We'll see. GJ flying, GU flying also. EU is the same place, nothing special yet there. And yeah, looks like EURNZD's making another retest here, because the first one was this one, this break and retest. This has been consolidating for a long time also. We're going to keep an eye on this because if it gives us a clean 4-hour breakout, it could be very, very nice. GCAT pushing like crazy. Okay, so we have less options now, as it looks like. CAD JPY can either break to the upside or to the downside. That's a good thing because we have options on both sides here, and it's a small range, so whenever it breaks, it's gonna be good. And also USD CAD, a break above would be perfect, but it's taking more time. So what if it doesn't break above? Then we have a chance maybe a close below the support. Same as CAD JPY. Or a break to the upside. We'll wait and see. Scared of CAD JPY because the fake out before. Where is the fake out? There's no fake out on CAD JPY. This was a breakout, a retest, and continuation. There's no fake out. You had the whole move. And then it came all the way up, broke above, made a retest and continuation all the way to the upside. There's no breakout here. See, we got a full rejection now. Let's see. It needs to give us a break here. Just hoping it doesn't go too far because we have less chances of making a retest after. How much did you backtest when you first started? I backtest all the time. It's not I'm gonna backtest in the beginning, then I don't need to. We backtest every week. It doesn't matter how much experience you get, you still need to backtest, you know. Why not? You just get even better. Simulator sessions, they help me a lot to perfect my strategy. And it gives you a lot of confidence too because you can see how good your strategy is when you backtest it. You can see how good it works. You see cases where it doesn't work. Why it didn't work? You see details. All important things. Let's go, CJ, let's go. If JPY gives us a candle close without a bottom wick, that would be the best. You're worried that this was the retest on CAD-JPY. It could have been, but also the breakout was too weak for this to be the retest. But who knows, it might never come back again. It can't just continue all the way down from here. It's just a matter of time right now. USD CAD still rejecting. I don't have too much hopes on USD CAD. Cesar Jimenez, just I would advise you, if you knew, to watch the previous live streams, or you have simulator sessions that we did. Everything is there. Taking setups, where to put stop loss, confirmation, and everything else. It's all on the previous webinars. We'll see what's gonna happen with GJ here. I'm gonna need to make a decision. It broke above 146.800. It pushed all the way up. There's more room to go to this next zone here. There's still more room. Okay, USD CAD coming back. EU's pushing. EJ. EA can be good on the other side here if we get a good close above and not go too far. Ooh, CAD JPY is gonna leave us. CAD JPY is gonna leave us. It's going all the way down. Trade update. Let's take a look. GBP CAD. So you're saying that you took this? If yes, then congrats. AD CAD sells. Vasily, why AD CAD sells, man? You need to wait for a break above. We're waiting for a break above, not sells. It already has rejected plenty of times. It's time to break, and it's time for us to take buys after it breaks. You think it will break? I don't know. I don't know yet. It's a strong resistance, been rejecting for a while there. It's not gonna be easy to break. Yeah, JPY looks bullish to me. Right now it can look bullish or bearish, but it doesn't matter until the end of the candle, until the end of the hour. So candles will tell us if it's bullish or bearish. But right now we don't have any confirmation yet. Dunge Beetle. What's the difference between MT4 and TradingView? MT4 is a trading platform. FX Pro is a broker. You have to know these things. Search on Google. When you open an account on FX Pro, let's say, they give you the details and you use MT4 to log in and trade. So it's a trading platform. TradingView is also a platform we use to do analysis. It has more options, so That's why we like it. We're not rushing anything. We're in a good position. Wow, EA a whole pullback. Man, everything is stupid. I use TradingView to do analysis. I use MT4 to trade. That's all. Aussie dollar went pretty nice. I don't know. We're having some weird moves. Some weird moves. Big pullbacks in a few seconds. Look at AUD CAD. It's about to break. If this is gonna be a 4-hour breakout, I'll take it. But the 4-hour doesn't close one more hour after this hour. It's gonna be hard to wait until then. But 1 hour, it's not bad at all. I'm thinking about GJ here. Think about GJ if it comes for a retest. Is it good enough or not? Well, 24 pips range or 25 to the next zone. If we don't push further up and we stay around here, we make a retest. Only coming until here we get 10 pips, which is pretty easy. We'll see. But the other side, I'm a little worried. What if this acts as a resistance? Which we'll see. We'll see what happens. Dunge Beetle. It depends where you're from. There are plenty of brokers you can search on Google. Pepperstone.com, IC Markets. You have Traders Domain. You have Black Bull Markets. There's plenty. I have a question. When you see a setup on the third 1 hour, would you take it or prefer waiting for the 4 hour to close always? It depends on the setup. If there's a nice momentum and there's a good zone free traffic on the left, even if it's on the third 1 hour, 1 hour before 4 hour closes, I would still take it probably. It all depends on the setups, because every setup is a little bit different. Yeah, I mean GJ is closer to resistance rather than the support, so probably next candle is gonna push up straight away and not gonna give us a chance. GU for me, it's a done setup for the day. I'm not gonna look for any trades on GU. CAD JPY got rejected. EU. EU. I'm not gonna take EU either, because EU is already at the zone here. You can see yesterday when we closed below this, we came all the way down. 1, 2, 3, 4 hours of rejections. Then you get this whole drop to the downside. But look at where these candles got projected to this next support on the left here. That's when these rejected too, and that's when price is right now. I think EU is going to push higher. Let's go to the daily. You can see why. Daily retest coming on on EU on the daily. So there is another 10-15 pips on EU that we can push, then get a rejection. Even if we don't get anything yet, I think today we're gonna get something, definitely, because we're in good places. See, USD CAD either to the upside or to the downside, it can give us a chance. It just hopefully doesn't take too much time, and we get the setup before the news come. That's all. If there's no setup, we wait for a New York session. What can we do? It's our job, so we stay put until the chance comes, and then we take it. Otherwise, we can't rush anything. It's not in our hands. So wait. See CAD JPY. Looks like again it's gonna leave us hanging. On GU, I think I don't know. I think I'm not gonna take anything on GU. I know it's breaking this level here, but I'm gonna skip. I'm gonna skip because you have levels on the left too. You have levels and levels and levels. That's why I said I'm skipping GU for today. See, we have a chance here. A break above or below both sides, we can catch USD CAD. I use the link provided in the description to copy your trades, but you say that you use MT4. I use MT4, I use CTrader, both. They are trading platforms. I use CTrader for the copy trader because I couldn't get it on the MT4, so I use CTrader. It's a simple thing. Okay, EJ breaking, AD CAD breaking. What else? What else? EJ's pushing up. Maybe going to his next zone? It might be. Aussie dollar pushing also. 4 hours ugly. Let's take a look at your winning trade. GBP JPY 15 pips. Break and retest on the 15 minutes. Okay, very nice. Congrats. Herman, nice. Just as expected yesterday. Okay, so a 4 hour is ugly because of these big rejections and leaving these big wicks. That's why I said it's ugly. CAD JPY looks like it's gonna close back in the range, and USD CAD is trying to go below, hopefully get a breakout, but it's 5 minutes left. Let's see what's gonna happen. 5 minutes left. This is the worst time for a price to be at support trying to break, because only 5 minutes to have a good candle close. We end up with a bad close, and then price is going to push all the way down without us because we don't have a good confirmation. Hopefully USD CAD makes another push here. Only have 4 minutes left. AUD CAD. AUD CAD, okay. What about AUD CAD? So if you look at the AUD CAD here, we have 1.7 pips, close above. Is that enough or not? It's not enough. The best setup today would be a break on USD CAD to the downside. I'm gonna take that. How many pips is a good close? Well, in a pair like this, it needs to be at least 5, you know. And only 2 pips after this whole consolidation, I wouldn't trust it, to be honest. I wouldn't trust it with the 2 pips. What about Aussie dollar? We'll see about Aussie dollar. EJ, I don't know about EJ. It's closing weak. It's gonna have a weak close. Man, this USD CAD is stupid. All we need is a little push to the downside. At least give us 4 or 5 pips. That's all. But instead it's just gonna stay here. It might even reject on the last minute. Then even if it's gonna be a weak break, it's still gonna respect the zone, still gonna continue. That's the worst thing. Nice USD CAD. Very nice. 5 pips, okay. USD CAD looks like it's gonna give us a chance. Not taking AD CAD. When I have USD CAD here, even better. It's a major pair. It's much more, have more trust on USD CAD. It's a great pair. Stop loss, let's see. Okay, perfect. We have a close on USD CAD. Let's wait for the retest. We have a 5 pips breakout, it's good. Stop loss is gonna be, we'll see. I'm gonna eat a 7-8 pip stop loss on USD CAD here. It's coming for the retest, let's go. Okay, just a little higher. Almost there. That's a 2 pips range. So I'm gonna take a position here on USD CAD because it's only 2 pips range. I don't want to miss this because of only 2 pips, right? Let's see what happens. Sold USD CAD, half of my position is in. Gonna wait for a little bit to come a little above or higher to enter one more if it comes. Let's go. 100 here. Then I wait for price to come a little higher if it comes, of course. And we'll see what happens. Already pushed down, turned bearish. Shame it didn't come a little above. Take profit for USD CAD. We'll see whenever we are pleased with it. I think first target should be around here. Then we're gonna see. USD CAD is not done yet. We can still enter if it comes once more. What's your lot size, if you don't mind me asking? Lot size doesn't matter at all. Hopefully it comes again. It hasn't gone too far. There's still time. Hopefully it comes once more so you guys can enter too. Even me, I only enter half because of this early rejection. It was only 2 pips away, so do you want to miss it? Enter half. I could enter another position if it comes. Because it's not enough. Okay, it's coming back again. Let's see. Are you gonna enter another one? Yes, if it comes, I'm gonna enter another one because I only entered one position, which is not enough. Only get 0.50%. I want to go for 1%. Look, this is pretty good setup. I can easily say that. And we can have a nice drop here after the retest. You can see what happened here was we had this huge resistance. Yesterday we had a break and a retest and price went all the way up, then got rejected again, closed back in the range. We came all the way down to this support here, which is pretty good also, and USD CAD is also in place for another entry. I took another one here and price rejected. Now we had this huge drop on the previous hour, a very convincing candle close below. If you look left, we don't have any traffic all the way until this next zone here. So all we gotta do is wait now. My entry is here. The second one I entered. Stop loss is gonna be around 7-8 pips. I think there's no need for more. because if price comes all the way back here, it's probably going to result in a fake out. That's the reality. So we expect some more continuation after it's done with the retest here. Let's wait and see. Okay, it's coming a little deeper. Let's see how deep this can come. Okay, so if we look left here, I think the highest it can come here is this level here on the left, even though it should reject from here. This is where the right support was, and now it's gonna act as a resistance after breaking it. So we're gonna wait and see what happens. But the highest it can come that we can see it coming is this level here on the left. You can see that we have a few rejections here, but not more than that. If it comes more than that, it's gonna be a bit risky. So I'm gonna wait and see. Expecting the rejection from now on. The rejection is on the way. The green candle is looking scary. Well, it's not looking scary at all. It's black. That's why this helps also with emotions, maybe, because you don't get triggered by seeing that big green candle, but it doesn't really matter because that's what price has to do for making a retest. It needs to go green, needs to go bullish, and then we wait for the rejection. Doesn't this previous candle looks even more scary to you? This big bearish candle that closed all the way below. That's even more convincing than this pullback. This pullback is just a retrace for price to retest this zone that just already broke and needs to go all the way down sooner or later. We've seen many times where price makes a pullback on the early minutes, then you get the rejection all the way on the other or on the last 30 minutes. So we're gonna wait. Not every time you can wait for the straight push to the downside. It may take more time. Sometimes it's gonna stay on the same zone maybe for 1 hour. Then the next candle can make the push to the downside, let's say. So you have to be prepared for it to take more time. And that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna wait. We're gonna wait and see what happens. Unless it comes all the way up and goes level maybe with the previous candle, that's when it becomes dangerous setup. But right now I think we're good. I think we're still good. We'll see. Stop loss is not that big. We have around 7, 8. We're gonna use 10 pip stop loss, just where these candles are rejecting here. This is where the stop loss is. I think there's no need for a bigger one, because if price comes all the way up here, I wouldn't have much hope that price is gonna reject after that. But I don't see that happening. We'll see. Expecting the rejection from this zone here. Is that a head and shoulder? I mean, it can be if you want it to be. You can count this as a head and shoulder. Why did you take the trade once it broke and did not wait for the retest? Are you for real, or are you just trolling me? What did I do here? I entered on the retest. We'll see. Let's wait. We can always expect deeper pullbacks. Always. I think we're good for now. It's not good when it comes deeper because people freak out, but that's just how it is. That's how it moves. We'll see what happens. There's always a chance of being a fake out, but there are times when it's high chance of being a fake out, and when there's a low chance of being a fake out, and this is a very low chance of being a fake out. I don't see this being a fake out, but everything can happen. We'll see. Hasn't gone too far. Stop loss is too tight. I think stop loss is good because we can manage it if we see something. Let's say we're only 15 minutes in the trade and price is coming all the way up. Then that's a case when there's still time for price to reject, right? But it's only making that deeper pullback in the beginning, and it can still reject, and we can use a bigger stop loss to avoid getting stopped too early. But in this case, it doesn't make sense for price to come all the way up here, then get rejected. That's why stop loss is there. Still plenty of time. Unless something weird happens and we push all the way to the upside. If price comes, look, this is one thing for sure. If price comes all the way up here, it's going to continue all the way up. It's not going to come and reject from there, because it wouldn't make any sense to have that whole pullback. We can manage a stop loss. We can put it a little above in case we see that there's still possibility that we reject it. I don't look lower time frame, guys. I don't look at them. If it breaks the last 15 minute or last 5 minute high or these kind of things, I don't look at them. They make trading more confusing for me, so I don't use them. This is the highest USD CAD should come, and this is where we're starting to see a small rejection, which is nothing yet. Still have a long way to go, but it's progress. We'll see. Because like I said, if this is going to be the zone where it should reject, this can also act as a resistance, and it's highest where it's going to come and then reject. It's never good to see a big pullback, because you just see that chances are not the same as where it was before, but these kind of pullbacks happen. We'll see. How many trades you take in a good week? Well, it depends. 2, 3. 2, 3. Sometimes might be 4, but usually on lately, I mean, we're not having many setups. Let's go USD CAD. USD CAD, we have a very good win rate on USD CAD. It doesn't disappoint us usually. We'll see this time what's gonna happen. The setup was very good. Can't say the setup was not good. Now we just need that drop. So you're a full-time trader? Yes, I am, sir. Yes, sir. "20 minutes has passed by. I don't lose hopes until the last 10 minutes. Not even in the last 10 minutes. Until the last 5 minutes. Of course, if price stays at the same zone. Because we've seen price moving in the last 5 minutes, giving us a whole 15-20 pip move. One thing I've realized, when there's a lot of consolidation and price breaks, in order to do a pretty big move to the downside, price is gonna have to come a little deeper in the zone to make the retest than have a whole drop to the downside. So we can afford to see this coming a little deeper, but we can't afford this closing back in the range. That would be bad. We're having to move all the way up in this hour. At least it should give us more time until the next hour to make a decision what to do with it. So in order to have that, we need to stay below this. It's a matter of time now to find out what the result's gonna be. We can even have this candle close like this with a small pullback here, then the next one push down. That can happen also. Not every time we're gonna have the rejection on the retest candle. Do you live on each day? We live on each day and we go live on stream. every day, almost every day. Sometimes we have other things to do. Maybe we don't go live or we get sick like everybody else. So things can happen. Bring out Magnet Man. You think so? I don't know where is the Magnet Man. I've lost it. Look, about stop loss, you can put the stop above the breakout candle too. I just think it's not necessarily in this case. Because if we go all the way up there, there's no hope anymore for price to go down. That's all. Let's go USDCAD, let's go. We're having a rejection, that's good. Let's see. The next 30 minutes should be the time where we're gonna push all the way down. Once we go bearish here, it's game over after this pullback. That's all we need, just going bearish, and it's a done deal. Let's go USDCAD, let's go. Slowly coming back. That's it. A little lower. That's it. Let's go bearish. Now this is a good sign. We're getting rejected. This is a good sign. So it gives us more time now for this to work out. Even staying here for the next candle can still be good for us. As long as it doesn't go too high or break back in the zone and we have a 1 hour close back in the range, that's not good for us. But as long as it stays below here and next candle opens, we can still have a chance. But it's still too early. The whole move can happen in 5 minutes sometimes, so we're gonna wait and see. See, now we get a whole pullback to the upside again. It's gonna be a long wait, it seems like. EURUSD once made such a big pullback that we survived by 1 pip, I think. Then we have like a 25 pip rejection after. Let's see if the same is gonna happen on USDCAD. But it wouldn't be good to have a whole push all the way up here, because that would be 850, almost 20 pip pullback, and never a good sign. Sammy, you remember also EJ? EJ gave us 100 pips once, and it almost stopped us for 1 or 2 pips. It was some crazy trade. The news helped us a bit though, because there was some Brexit news, I think. Let's go use the cat. Don't take too much time. So, the plan is to stay below here if we don't get the whole move in this hour. Even though there's still plenty of time, we have another 30 minutes. We've seen most of the time, not most of the time, but a lot of times when price rejects on the last 15 minutes. So there's still hopes until then, unless we don't get a whole push to the upside before that and get stopped. But the point is to stay here for the next hour to survive. Then we can make a decision what we can do here. Let's go use the cat. Give us a rejection here. If we close back in the range, I'll probably look for a close at break even. But we can't make that yet because 30 minutes is a lot. We either going up or down. There's two options here. If this is going to be a fake out and price pushes all the way up, then we can catch buys and make the loss back if it happens to be a fake out. So there's plenty of options what can happen here. You're not far to be out of this trade. Why? Use a bigger stop if you have a bigger spread, but don't get stopped before us. It's not good. It's not good for you to be stopped and us to be still in a trade. Let's use the same stop. Well, if we get stopped together. Not some lose, some win on the same setup. To be safe, if this candle stays here or rejects a bit and next candle opens, we can move our stop just above this wick here. If it happens that we reject now, the next candle opens. So it all depends what's gonna happen next few minutes. We can still have the rejection, we can still push. There's all the options are on the table. It's gonna have problems though, and it should have. Spread is very small on USD CAD. I have a 0.1 or 2. It changes 0.1 pips, so that's nothing. Spread is perfect on USD CAD. Yeah, I mean, it's just another trade, so treat it like all the other trades, and of course we can always make it back with the next one. We can make it back either with the same one. If this is going to be a fake out, it means price is going to continue up, right? So if it goes up, we have a break to the upside, we can take buys after. We do have options. I saw something now which is pretty interesting. I saw the daily candle now. We made a mistake by not looking at the daily. We made a mistake by not looking at the daily, because daily looks right at support. At 900. And this could make USD CAD turn into a fake out, unfortunately. Yeah, but look at the daily. The daily can easily turn bullish there. It is a rejection, but can easily turn bullish too, because there's the daily support, and it can affect this lower time frame setup. Let's see. It's good. We're getting rejection now. We have the 4-hour close coming up soon after this 1-hour closes too. So we're gonna make a decision after, even though the 4-hour is not that good. The 4-hour is a bit messy, but this 1-hour is important how it closes. Imagine going all the way bearish on last 15 minutes now. Last 15 minutes, take profit hit. It can be true. It happened a lot of times, but what I'm gonna do is if I'm at break even, I'm gonna reduce my risk because daily it's leaving me with doubts here. It's making me uncomfortable daily, that daily candle, that daily level. So I'm gonna look to reduce my risk. Samuel, don't panic, man, because you are panicking. No, the thing is, we trade momentum, right? So when there is a lot of momentum, you expect price to continue in that way, not take too much time and not have a big rejection like this. So every time when we have setups, we look at it daily, and this time we didn't, and now we have one reason to believe that it might turn into a fake out. So before looking at the daily, I didn't have a reason to think that it's going to be a fake out because there was no signs, you know. We had a bearish, pretty big bearish move. We had a close below this consolidation box. The break was good. We had the range to fill here to the downside. It's a good range, no traffic on the left. Then you go on the daily, and daily devastates you while being on a support, which can easily make this turn out to be a fake out. So yeah, but it's one trade, so I've said many times, one trade doesn't make you rich, one trade doesn't get you broke. It's just another trade. I just want to see this candle close around here because we give it time the next candle to push down. Because like I said, not every time we're going to have the rejection on the retest candle. I'm going to wait and see. There's still time. We are entering the last 20 minutes. So let's see if the magic is going to happen on the last 15 minutes or 20 minutes. We'll see, there's still time. We're getting a rejection, that's a good sign. You close USD CAD? Why, man? Have you ever seen me close a trade before the candle closes? Never. We either wait for a stop loss to hit or take profit, or we wait for the candles to close, because that's when we get the confirmation. That's the time when we get the confirmation. So you didn't have to close just because it was pushing. It didn't mean that it's gonna continue. Just you had to stay put Stop loss in place and wait. Now it's getting rejected, but still there's time. We have the last 15 minutes. Is this gonna happen again? Going all the way down on the last 15 minutes. Let's find out. We have good signs now. Price is pushing down. Let's see if we can go bearish. Once we go bearish, we get another spike to the downside, and we're off to go with a win. Okay, boom. Let's go, let's go. It's time to go bearish now. It's very close. There's no reason why not. Let's go, USD CAD. Yeah, new rule. Don't enter until the last 15 minutes. No, because we'll miss setups then. Leszek should be done with this trade, hopefully. Hopefully he will be done this trade. Let's go USD CAD, let's go. It's never been closer to go bearish than now. Don't push again, it won't make any sense to push again. Let's go, we have the last 15 minutes. We need that last minute push. No, he's not high risk. He just needs 1.5% to go at break even. That's what he wants right now and what he needs. No. We should go bearish here. We should go definitely bearish. We're on the last 15 minutes. It's now or never. If we don't go all the way bearish in this candle, then next candle is gonna have to push and make a new low. But the next candle probably it's gonna make another wick to the upside if that happens. But no, USD CAD shouldn't let that happen. We should go bearish now. It's time. Let's go. Let's make a quick 1% and we're done. Let's go USD CAD. Almost there. All you need to do is a 2-3 pip move to turn bearish, because once it turns bearish, we're off. We're gonna melt. Almost there. Let's see. The magic happens on the last 15 minutes. It's time to go. It's time to go now. Imagine USD CAD pushing all the way up again. It would be a shame. But it's a very good sign. Last minutes getting rejected. The next candle can melt to the next zone here, because there's no traffic here. Continuation, momentum is down now. Everything is in place except that daily can cause some problems, but at least a 10 pip move. Let's see, just a matter of seconds until we go bearish. Okay, let's go. It's time. So slow right now. Okay, I'll be back in 3-4 minutes, and I want to see USD CAD bearish when I come. Let's see. I think it turned bearish once, right? Or almost. Yeah, I think she can continue down now. The way this candle is gonna close should definitely continue. Or either in this candle. No more sells. We're already in. We don't need to take more positions. I closed my worst position here. I left my best position run because I had it very low. We're good now. We just need to push down. That's all we need to do here. It might take the next candle also to open, make a wick, then continue down, but either stop loss or take profit here. I don't care about anything else. Stop loss or take profit. Break even, it might happen, but we'll see. Because I think we should at least make a new low here, at least. Georgia, yeah, I lowered my risk, but I had a bigger risk. So that's why I lowered my risk. It was not a 1% risk. I had 3 positions, so I closed one that I had the earlier. Because when it came deeper, I entered one more. So I knew that when it comes back to break even, I close the worst, I keep the best position, and it gives me a little bit of leverage there. Let's go USD CAD. All we need is a bearish move here. 7 minutes left. Are we gonna have the next candle push straight to the downside, or it's gonna make a wick to the upside? What I think here is that I'm gonna move my stop above the previous or the current wick here, because if price comes all the way up again, that would be the worst thing to happen right now. Wouldn't make any sense. USD CAD job is to turn bearish and it's game over. When are the news? We have news on CAD. There's time about that. 3 hours, but these are all low impact. There's no USD, there's no CAD news, but the USD news are in 3.5 hours. So we have to be careful. We have to be done by then. We have to be done in the next 30 minutes, probably. Because next hour either should straight push the downside, make a new low, or it might make a wick then reject, but that would take too much time. I don't want to see that happen. Let's go, we're going bearish. Let's go bearish is the CAD. You're almost there. All you gotta do is turn bearish. Okay, so USD CAD stopped. It's not moving at all. It's gonna explode now. You're shaking, man. What risk are you using? Are you full margin? Because you shouldn't be that worrying. Shaking. I used to shake when I was in 20k drawdown in my first year of trading. You're either risking all your house to be shaking. It's just another trade. Just treat it as all other trades. Use the same risk. It's nothing to be worried about. Okay, so this is the best thing that could happen in USD CAD, getting rejected here. Closing like this is the best thing. Now, there's two options. Price, next candle opens, pushes straight to the downside, or first it makes a wick to the upside, then continues down, and probably we're gonna fill this range. If not the range, at least 10 pip move, at least, you know. And we are bearish right now. Let's see. Last 3 minutes. Let's get a 5 pip drop in last 3 minutes. All the way down USD CAD. Let's go. I mean, it's very, very obvious. It doesn't get more obvious than price should come all the way down here. It's just how it is. It makes no sense price to continue up unless the daily is gonna have effect on that. But since we got rejected, I'm not thinking about the daily. GU and GJ? GJ even closed above this, but it was weak. Shame. Shame that GU didn't give us a chance. Okay. So we have a minute left. Next candle, a spike to the downside, and we're done. We finished this day with a nice 1% up, and we move on. Okay, very nice. We're starting to push down. Leaving no bottom wick, just gonna push this lower. That's even better for us. Let's go USD CAD. You're going good until now. Let's go, boy. All we need is another 5 pips. Okay, we do have a close. A pretty good close, I can say. A very nice close. Couldn't ask for a better one, to be honest. All we need is price to melt now. Let's see, we're having a pullback. Eventually it should reject and continue down. If it comes back to the entry again, gonna take some time to work out. But we need the move right now. We need to push, continue that momentum to the downside. Shouldn't let us wait for too much. Let's go USD CAD. One more push to the downside. James, I know, yeah, it looks like a head and shoulder pattern. A lot of people trade that. I mean, you could add that as a confluence in this setup. Why not? This might be the 4-hour pullback. Oh, this is a very good close. But one bad thing is that 4-hour can come deeper now for that retest. That's the bad thing. We either have to make a new low now. We have to continue lower. But the 4-hour can come deeper for a pullback, and then this can take some time. And we don't have much time because the news is gonna come. Even though the news still have time, we have 3.5 hours. There's plenty of time till then. There's gonna be some GBP speech here and some Euro high impact news. Let's be careful. Whoever is in Euro pairs. Waiting. USD CAD's being a bit annoying, but still have trust on it. Because it all makes sense to continue here, at least. I don't expect much more than a move to downside here to fill this range, because there's no traffic on left to stop that. This pullback it's happening is the 4-hour, so it makes sense to have a pullback, even though it's not good for us because it takes more time, but that's how it is. No, I'm not planning to close at all here unless it gives me enough pips here. Or I'm gonna close only if it breaks back in the range. Other than that, I'm still gonna wait. I mean, we have a breakout, we have the retest, it got rejected, it closed bearish, the 4 hour closed. We should have a pullback after this retest of the 4 hour. The problem is that the 4 hour might come a little bit deeper. It might reject from here too, so it can reject from the same level on the 1 hour where we have our entries and then reject. Just patience, patience, patience. We have time until the news, so as long as it stays below, we can still count on this. But I'm not going to be able to stay for a long time here. It's been 3 hours, so I'm going to have to go now, unfortunately. But I'm going to give you guys the options what may happen here. So we either waiting for a 10 pip move at least here, go for 1%, or whenever you're happy with the profits, you can take profits. That's on you. But what if it goes to the other side? So unless price breaks above here, a 1 hour candle closes above, I'm not planning to close this in drawdown or in a loss. So we're gonna wait until if it closes above, then you look for a pullback to go at break even. Other than that, we should still continue down. We're already having a small rejection. We should make a new low here and continue lower. After it hits this zone, then that's when we can have a pullback maybe. I don't know. We'll see about that. Stop loss. Yeah, I'm gonna move my stop just above the previous wick here. I think that's enough. We shouldn't let the trade go higher than that. We shouldn't. So for now, I'm gonna leave, guys. Thank you all for being here. USD was a bit stressful for some that used high risk, but we managed still to be in the trade. We're in profits, 3-4 pips. We still need a move to the downside, and there's still time to make that move. Probably the 4 hour is going to turn at least bearish, make another 5 pip move, at least. So I think it's going to be a win trade, and try to take profits once you are happy with them. Don't ask too much, don't be greedy. We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you all. Thank you. Leave a like if you enjoyed today's stressful day, and see you tomorrow.